Another question that we get is, why should I choose Hidden Fence in Minnesota?
Yes, get that one.
So, what do you typically tell people when they ask that question?
Well, I would be a little biased, but I would think we're the greatest company out there. No, but it's more just like how our features work is what I really like. Basically, you're able to get up within a few inches of the line or right at the line. I also like the diagnostic charging base. Just how it all works together. It's really simple. You're able to adjust the features, so that's what I like about it.
Yep. Yeah, I think we have a lot of the most practical features in the industry. There's a lot of people who are all hyped up about the text and email alerts, and I've often I sit back and go, dog fencing's been around since 1976, and we've never needed text and email alerts to let us know where the dog is in the yard. This is not a babysitter. This is something that helps you as you're at home with your dog to keep the dog in the yard without you having to have a leash on the dog. Granted, it would be nice to have a text and email alert system for certain things, but it's not all that they make it out to be.
Right.
The remote trainer that we have with our link collar is something you could use every single day. If the fence is working the way it's supposed to, and the dog is not escaping, you're not going to get a text or an email alert ever.
Right. It's very true. Or if you forget to put the collar on the dog and you have the text and email alerts, you're not going to get one in the first place.
That's right.
You're just going to run down the street.
Yeah, the collar, or if the battery's dead, or the collar doesn't have a battery in it, which we've heard that story before from people. So yeah, there's a lot of things out there just to be looking at as far as the features. So in fact, why don't you put the link or the Ecolite collar in there, and we can show them what the diagnostic charger does. This is the only collar in the industry, we have the only collars in the industry that have that diagnostic charging base. So that test you just saw is telling you that everything in the collar works, including the correction. So you don't have to go zap yourself and test to prove it. And if that test fails, there's a problem. You can retest the collar to confirm it, and that's your cue to give us a call, and we're going to send you a brand new one because they both have lifetime warranties on them. So, but that diagnostic charger is very similar to what your mechanic has when you go to the garage and they want to check to see what your dashboard lights are. Does the same thing with the fence collar. So, and again, it's exclusive to Pet Stop. The other thing that we have is the link feature for the link receivers, and this is the app that I'm going to show you here on my phone. And basically, when you're connected to a collar, and we've got Fluffy wearing the collar here, and I'm going to just push the NIC button, and that is making the collar beep. And so when Fluffy is doing something in the yard that maybe you don't want Fluffy to do, digging holes or eating bark chips or maybe jumping on somebody, that will definitely get Fluffy's attention by using the remote trainer. Now this is line of sight, between 30 to 50 feet line of sight, that it's going to work the best. If you break the Bluetooth connection, it will not work. So it's not meant for retrieving a dog that's running away. It's meant for short range behavioral training. You'll notice it as you look at my screen here. You see that we have the levels locked out down to level 2. That's because when we first start doing training with the dogs, we don't want you to mistake this for the gentle steps training. And we don't want people to be using the remote trainer inappropriately. We want you to learn the proper way to use it. And most people have us keep them locked out above level 7 because you do not need to use anything higher than a 7 for remote training. That's just absurdity. So, but the remote trainer is part of the Link app, and being able to go in and see your gentle steps. We can show you right now that this collar here is set on level 1, and if you notice as I go increase the level here, we just turn the level up, and we're now at level 2, and we can go up to level 3. And you can see the collar gives you the positive indication that you're doing that. And so I will go back down, same thing happens. But this is a very nice way for you as a consumer to know what the collar is set to, and be able to control it from your phone. So those are features that nobody else in the industry has. This is unique to Pet Stop and to Hidden Fence in Minnesota. So I'm going to go back here and just kind of highlight the fact that some of the other things that we really shine in are the areas of customer service. We've been doing this for over 30 years. Bruce Peterson, my brother-in-law, is the dealer. He's been in business since 1992. Mm-hmm. And we are a family business. We've got everybody in the family practically involved now. Yep. And just read our reviews online. I mean, I think they speak for themselves. Mm-hmm. We have the fastest response time for business requests, and I'm going to let you speak to that, Courtney, because you handle a lot of the calls and the emails that come in and stuff.
Sure. So when a new person comes through our system, basically we get an alert, and from there you're filling out your information. We receive all that, and we're able to process that and turn around pretty quickly. Usually, once you've submitted, maybe 5-10 minutes after you've submitted your information completely, that's when we're able to look at everything and look at your choices, put that together for you and send it back to you. We do put you on priority, so it's like we know when there's a new lead through. We really do our best to respond to you very quickly. Questions as well, like we have our inbox is what it comes into, our emails. So basically any question that you have, me or Dave can answer it. So we're always watching it. We want to make sure that we're meeting your needs, not just up front, but even after. If you become our customer, it's like same process. Just want to be able to be there for you and not leave you hanging at all. That's not what we want to do.
I think even more importantly, after you become a customer, the response time for most people they find is just unheard of, because people will text us at night and they'll get a response within 10 or 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And they're not expecting it. They're not expecting it till the next day, or if it's on a Saturday, they're not expecting it till Monday morning. Mm-hmm. You're hearing back from us right away because we monitor our incoming communications from our customers. If there's a problem, we have a lot of videos and things that we can turn around and respond back with very quickly to get you the answers you're looking for very quickly. Mm-hmm. You've made an investment here to protect your dog and keep your dog in the yard. And if there's a problem on a weekend or on an evening and that's your only time to deal with it, we understand that. So we have our systems set up to be able to get back to you very quickly. And you're not going to find that with any other company in the industry. And any other dealer in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, you're not going to get that. I guarantee you you're not. Mm-hmm. So those are the things that we want to just point out, because I think it's really important for you to understand what you're comparing with out there. We are one of the largest pet stop dealers in the nation, and we take our customers' needs very seriously. Mm-hmm. And we are, because we're a local dealer, we're a local business, it's very important to us to make sure that you're happy. So, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover here.
I guess one question that brought to mind was with the link receiver, like you talked about the behavior trainer, so you have to be connected for that, but do you have to be connected to your phone with the link receiver if you're just going to let him out to go play, or things like that? That's
a great question, and the answer is no. The link receiver with the phone app, this is purely a convenience tool for you as the user. Has nothing to do with the containment side for the dog.
Okay.
If you don't connect to this collar for 6 months, doesn't matter. It's still a dog fence collar.
Yep.
If the collar totally discharges and goes dead, and then you charge it back up, it remembers all of the settings that were in it. So you literally connecting. Well, let's just if you take the Ecolite collar out of the charger there.
Yep.
Okay. That is the same collar as the link receiver. It just doesn't have the Bluetooth in it.
Okay.
So if you don't connect with your link collar to your phone, you basically have one of those.
Okay.
Same thing. It's just that this will let you connect with your phone and do the manipulation, whereas the Ecolite collar, you're going to do the manipulation from the transmitter in the garage to change the correction levels, which is a little bit more involved process, but it's very convenient. And for some people, they just prefer the convenience of the phone. Mm-hmm. So that's how they differ.
Okay.
But you do not need to connect to this collar for containment in the yard.
Sure.
There's no requirement for that at all. And I'm glad that you asked the question, because a lot of people have wondered about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a real inconvenience to every time you want to let the dog out, have to make the connection, which that's not the case.
For sure.
So.
And can it also be a little bit portable? Like if you wanted to go to the dog park, as long as you're staying within that range, could you do some minor training with that? So
anywhere you and your phone are with Bluetooth and the collar, you can connect to that collar. It can be, it doesn't have to be within cell phone connectivity range. It's strictly Bluetooth to Bluetooth.
Nice.
So that's one of the nice things about it. And we just want people to understand that this is an accessory feature. Whether you decide to do link or not, it is not going to affect the containment side of our fences. Every collar that we have works well. Mm-hmm. It's just what features do you want as a consumer. So, all right. Any questions? Call, text, or email. Thanks.